Hello friends, today I am going to showcase you a attended automation scenario where I'll be inputting the values through a form, a Robocorp form. Then whatever I have input into the Robocorp form, I'll be taking those values and will be doing a web-based automation. So I'll be putting those values in the web page. I'll be navigating to a particular web page and I'll be putting those values, and post completion of the web automation I'll be sending a success notification to my Slack channel. So it would be in three parts: number one form, then web automation, and number three a Slack message. So for Slack message, I am using this library rpa.notifier. rpa.browser is primarily used for web automation. rpa.dialogs is the library which I would be using for creation of the form, which would be used by the user, as the user would be inputting the values since it's attended automation. And I'm using collections library as it's useful in manipulating, like when we are doing certain operations related to dictionary. For that I'm using this collections. So this is my channel to which I'll be publishing to which I'll be pushing the message of successful message of completion, and the webhook URL. So this is an incoming webhook URL. So if you go to my Slack channel right now, there is no message other than this. It would be pushing the message over here. And so when you go to more, you click on apps, you install incoming webhooks. I've already done. You go to configuration, you click on add to Slack, and once you select the channel to whichever you want to push messages to, in that case I've already done for general. Once you select this, you'll get a webhook URL which would be very useful when you are pushing the messages. I'll probably show you. This is the webhook incoming webhook URL which would be useful in pushing the messages to my general channel. Now I'll show you for attended automation. As I told you, there's a library rpa.dialogs that I'll be using for the creation of the form. The form would have the text field for inputting the first name, again a text field for inputting the last name. Then we have like radio button, which would be like I've put it as a gender could be the group name, and the options is male, female. By default a male would be selected. Checkbox for like selection of the favorite chai. The element ID is T, and I'll show you what is the significance of it. And there is three options: black tea, red tea, oolong tea. And for country, rather than inputting all the exhaustive list of all the countries, what I've just taken a few like USA, Europe, Asia, Australia, just for the convenience of the demo. So it would be a drop down, and whatever the user is inputting will be stored in this response variable, which is of type dictionary. And this is the keyword send message to Slack. If you see, it's pretty simple. Notify Slack is a keyword. There you have parameter message. You just put the message: the process completed successfully, the channel to which we are pushing the message, and the incoming webhook URL which I just showcased you earlier. And once it would be stored in a result variable which would be of type boolean, success, like whether the message was sent successfully or not. So I'm just putting it like should be true and checking that. Moving this to the web automation portion. So whatever the user is inputting into the form, we are storing it in a dictionary which is form response, and we are navigating to this website practiceselenium.com, practice form HTML. And this website would have where I'm inputting the first name, the last name, selecting the radio button, like select radio button is the keyword. The group name is sex. Probably if you I'll probably show you. So if you see, there is a, let me, so if you see, the group name is sex over here, and the values, whether you select female, so value is female. So if I go and select male, the group name still be the group name would be the sex only, but the value would have changed to the male. So for that thing, you can see group name is sex, and whatever is the input, male or female, will be used for the selection of the radio button. Then I'll show you in the response. So this is the code where I'm getting all the keys and checking whether. So usually for these checkboxes in the form, let's say black tea and red tea, I select. So how it would come in a response dictionary, it would come as key as chai 1, which would be referring to the value as black tea, and chai 2 key would be referring to the red tea value, and like T3 would be referring to the oolong tea. So whatever, I'll probably in this case so as I told you, let me showcase that portion, it might be a little confusing. So whatever is the element ID, T1 would be referring to the black tea in the response dictionary, T2 key would be referring to the red tea value, and T3 would be referring to the oolong tea. So I'll probably show you in the JSON response, it would make more sense. And once I've selected which is my favorite chai or the tea, I'll be selecting by the label. So whatever the country, let's say Asia, if I've selected, it would select that value from the drop down. And here I've done where I'm showcasing for the same element, which is a multi select. So you can select multiple values, browser commands and wait commands. So it's the same locator. If you put in, if you see two values, like two commands having two values, it would still select, it would work as a multi select. And then I'll be clicking, I'll be submitting on the OK button, and then post completion of this web automation, I'll be sending the Slack message, which would be the process completed successfully. So let me run the process. So since it's a attended automation, I'll probably show you a form would come. So you can see this form has come, where I'll be inputting the values. Let's say my first name is Devashish Nigam. Let me select this time female, and I'll be checking black tea and red tea, and let me select the country as Asia, and let me submit the form. So now it should do it should trigger a, you can see it has triggered. I have reduced the speed so that we can capture the changes in the video. It has entered the first name, last name, selected female radio button. Now it will check black tea. Now red tea it would check, and it should now select in the continent. It should select Asia, and it should do multi select now, browser commands and wait commands. And it should click on OK button. So once after completion of this, it should have sent a Slack message to my channel. You can see it is blinking, so I think so it has already sent a message. Let me go to the general channel. You can see it's just sent a message, the process completed successfully. And let me so to explain how does the JSON response look. Let me show you, sorry, dictionary, how should a dictionary response look. Let me show you from the form. Yeah, I'm logging the so usually if you see here, you can see the form creation date, the first name. So the key is first name Devashish, which I input. Last name was the key, Nigam was the value. Gender female I selected. If you see, I selected black tea and red tea, so it came as a, here the key is T1 and black tea, and for there is another key T2 for red tea. So if I would have selected all the three, it would have come as a T3 as a key, and the oolong tea would be the value. Country, rather it should be continent, I selected here as Asia. I hope you would have liked the use case. Please do hit like, please do subscribe to my channel, and it would be very helpful if you could provide your feedback in the comments. Thank you so much for your time.